Should we set the name of the channel in the episode?
What?
It's like saying the name of the movie in the movie.
What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad?
Well, you made it.
I have no idea where that last moon is.
Are we some kind of Aladdin 2 Return of Jafar? Is that the second one? I can't. Okay.
Yes, and 3 is King of Thieves.
Never seen either of them.
Really? King of Thieves isn't bad.
I've never seen Bambi 2. Never seen the 5 Cinderellas. There aren't 5. There's only 3.
Apparently, Cinderella 3 is very good because it's like a time travel thing.
Yeah, I've heard that they go like back in time.
I've
and then they
actually
change
heard it's like kind of funny.
Yeah.
As weird as that is.
You think Frozen 2 is gonna be good?
No.
Or do you think that's just gonna be a cash grab?
Yes.
What about Home? It's called Homeward. I think it's a new Pixar movie that's coming out.
Oh, that's
with
the
Tom
one.
Holland and Chris Pratt.
And Chris Pratt, yeah. That.
It's
don't
like
know.
modern day mythical creatures.
Good mythical morning.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I have no problem with that.
Looks like a good buddy movie.
Yeah.
You know what I saw?
I hate the fact that Tom Holland is just
What?
okay.
Too
there's,
amazing.
There's a whole thing about how Spider-Man.
I'm Michael, and this is Alex, by the way. Welcome back to this thing.
Okay, there's a whole thing about how, yes, you could say it's Captain America. That's what they want to. The quintessential American superhero is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because he and Superman are the two that represent the lives that people actually live in America. Like Spider-Man is the quintessential American superhero.
I would wholeheartedly agree with that.
2 out of the 3 actors who have played him on screen have been British. And something just bothers me about that. In the same way that it bothers me that Henry Cavill was British and he was playing Superman. Like, I understand any actor can play any role, but it's like if there was I'm really sorry. It's like if there was a movie about Israel and they didn't have someone Israeli playing the part. They had someone just doing an Israeli accent. Like, yeah, maybe they do an amazing accent. You'll never tell the difference. But there's just something kind of weird about that. I don't know.
I forget what his name is. Oh, the guy in Twilight.
Robert Pattinson.
Yes. Yeah, he's playing Batman.
He is playing Batman.
What do you think about that?
I think that is one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Because he was a vampire and now he's a Batman.
I think that's... He's stuck as Edward
from Twilight. Yeah.
Like, forever.
Yeah.
Just like how Daniel Radcliffe is stuck as Harry Potter.
Daniel Radcliffe is really not stuck as Harry Potter.
Really?
Daniel Radcliffe...
Is he stuck as the Swiss Army Man?
No. Have you watched Swiss Army Man? Mm-hmm. It is so weird.
But it's really good. I love the movie.
It's a beautifully shot movie. Mm-hmm. But when I finished watching it, I really was having trouble thinking anything but... I thought it was an okay movie. I'll say that. I did not think it was a bad movie by any standard. But I don't think that it's the kind of movie for me. That's the thing.
I totally just blanked out on who was in Wilfred. I was like, yeah, of course Daniel Radcliffe was in Wilfred. I'm like, no, that's Elijah Wood.
That's Frodo,
yeah.
not Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Wilfred's good.
I love that show.
No, Daniel Radcliffe is one of the most diverse actors of all time. Because he fought so hard to not be typecast as Harry Potter that he took on every serious role that he could. That's why in the middle of being Harry Potter, he was in Equus or whatever, the play where he has like sex with a horse.
Oh wow.
Dude, he did like full frontal nudity on stage.
Props to that guy.
Dude, he wanted so badly to be taken seriously as an actor, and he really is.
I mean, he got what he wanted. He worked for it, and he got what he wanted.
Yeah, and he is an amazing actor. He's one of my favorites of all time. Every time he's in a movie, I go to see it not because he was Harry Potter, but because he's Daniel Radcliffe. Oh. Yeah, and that's like, I think that's one of the best compliments you can give to an actor who was such a major thing. Is like, oh, I don't like you because you were Harry Potter. I like you because now when I see your name in a movie, I know that movie's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Like Horns, the one where he has like the devil horns.
Was that a TV show or was that a movie?
That was a movie.
See, I thought that was a TV show.
No, that's a movie. It's very strange. Not as weird as Swiss Army Man. Daniel Radcliffe just loves to do like just those weird little art house movies. That
Johnny Depp's like that too.
Yeah,
Johnny Depp will just go for just any bizarre, like any delightfully bizarre
movie.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But the thing is, in any other case, that would just be a movie, like maybe makes it to Sundance. Yeah. But because Daniel Radcliffe's in it, all of a sudden those movies are in theaters.
Boom.
Yeah,
definitely.
And so many more people get to watch these amazing art house movies. Like Horns is okay, but him being in it, and I think Judy Greer's in it. Like just the actors make it just a fantastic piece of film. But it's not. I don't know how to describe it. But there's so many other movies. Did you ever see Kill Your Darlings?
No, I haven't seen that.
It's amazing. It's just like a real played for straight biopic of the people who started the Beat Generation. Like Jack Kerouac is there. Daniel Radcliffe plays it's gonna drive me insane. He's the guy who wrote Howl or The Howl or something like that. It's about it was a poem, and it's like credited with starting the Beat Generation basically. And it's the fact that he was like gay and in love with a guy played by Dane DeHaan, but Dane DeHaan is in love with a guy played by Dexter, and it's like all about just sacrificing yourself for the movement and how to be an artist and stuff like that. It's a fantastic movie, and it's one of those movies where I probably wouldn't have seen it if Daniel Radcliffe wasn't in it. But I didn't see it because Daniel Radcliffe was Harry Potter. I saw it because Daniel Radcliffe is this awesome actor. I just died.
Yeah.
It's okay.
We might as well.
Yeah.
Why did we get so many coins? Holy cow.
I don't know.
Oh, crap. Because we took the rocket ship up in the clouds.
Yeah. I have no idea where that last thing is.
Is there like a coin trail to it, or...
That's the thing. A couple of them were kind of hidden. Oh, wait. No, never mind.
We want to know what movie I saw the other day. You ever seen Up in Smoke?
Wait, Up in Smoke. Is that Cheech and Chong?
Yeah!
Yeah. I mean, alright. Not to... My dad was a big fan of Cheech and Chong when he was younger.
Okay.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
What's your name, man? Isn't it on the license plate? What's the license plate? Oh, it's in the car. Oh, gosh. For those who don't know, Up in Smoke is about these two strangers.
It's about pot.
It's about pot. But it's about these two strangers who meet on the side of the road. They become buddy-buddy, and they start driving around. And there are these people who are like doing like this drug bust or something, and they have word that somebody is like trying to ship weed across the country. And what they're doing is that they made an entire van out of weed. And and Cheech and Chong, which aren't their names in the movie, but they should have just kept it Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong. Yeah.
It's such a buddy names. It's so good. But they unknowingly steal the van, and they take it for a joyride. They pick up some girls, some roadies, and they go play a concert. And that's it. That's the entire movie.
Ooh, come back.
I don't know how to. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I mean, we can.
I think I found it.
Yeah, but they drive around in a van made of weed. That's the movie.
Yep.
It's a very wholesome, good movie.
Michael.
What?
He died. Yeah. No, Cheech and Chong is great. My dad
And that was their
loved-
That's their debut film.
Yeah, my
Up in
dad
Smoke.
loved their like. I don't know if you would call it stand up, but like their CDs, like their albums of their comedy and stuff.
Yeah, because back then, before they had that, all they did was they had comedy albums with just their voices.
Right.
Because they didn't have anything visual back then. So what they would do is that they would have like the movies Up in Smoke. That's just like a whole bunch of their bits that they've made into a movie. And so they would just have those bits on a record, and then they just play it. Boom. It's just set and done.
It's a lot like.
And so you have to visualize like what these characters are doing the entire time. Because there's like a scene where this girl's like snorting coke, but audibly you wouldn't be able to know that she's snorting coke. So they have to add something like super weird and super funny inside of the record. Or the cassette, or whatever you're listening to.
It would have been a cassette
Zune
back there. But I was gonna say something. Crap. Something about like comedy albums.
Going to backtrack.
Yeah, go back a little bit.
So Cheech and Chong. It was just a whole bunch of collection of their stand-up sets, or just like funny skit ideas that they had. They put them onto.
I remember how you said that it's that collection. It's like Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny.
Yeah.
Where it was an album that was meant to be like a rock opera kind of, but when they made it into a movie, it went from being this Tenacious D album that everyone hated. Most people who like Tenacious D's music hate that album.
Really?
But most people who like Tenacious D love that movie. Because it's a great movie.
Whoa.
Have you ever seen The Pick of Destiny?
Yeah, I've seen The Pick of Destiny.
It's great. It's good stuff. Dude, hey Michael.
Beelzebub.
Do you have your phone?
Yeah, you just want to look this up?
Yes, please God.
What are we playing?
Mario Odyssey.
No.
Ooh.
No.
There's someone. Hey, I found it.
You found it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
It was underneath.
Oh,
the
sweet.
thing.
So was that the last one?
Yes.
In that area?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Awesome possum. I don't know how long we've been going on this one.
I feel like that would not have taken nearly as much time if we weren't like talking the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't mind us talking.
Wow. I know sometimes we come off that we like hate each other on this channel, but we don't. We're actually really good friends. We have really good chemistry together, and we usually play the role like you stupid idiot. But hopefully, people know that we're joking.
Yeah.
When we do that, because it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to visualize like what our faces look like, because it's an audio show that we're doing right now, so people don't have that extra way to see like what we're coming from.
Right.
And so like when we say stuff like that, just know that we don't really mean it. I just feel like I just had to say that.
Yeah.
Just in case there's just like that one person that's like, hey, these guys.
Right. Because
these guys fight a lot.
It would really suck if people thought that we were serious, because we have been probably like there. It's probably to the point where you can't remember a time when we weren't as close as we are.
Yeah.
Because it's been since you were a little kid.
Yeah. Dixon and I have been friends for the longest time.
Because you just came to daycare and I was friends with Aaron.
Yeah.
And so I have just been like always just around your house forever.
Just always.
And then past a certain point, I started coming here to hang out with you, not just to hang out with Aaron.
And like, I don't know. Looking back, I never would have thought that this is where we would be. I've told you this before.
Yeah.
But like, I never thought that this is where both of us would end up.
Right.
You know? And I think that goes well for you too. I
Yeah.
I don't think you would have thought that you would have a YouTube channel with just like some dude that's like several years younger than you
Yeah.
are,
Literally,
and like still have that friendship.
yeah, literally a kid that for the longest time I was like, oh yeah, Michael, it's Aaron's little brother. He's like a little stepbrother almost, because I spent so much time with your family for most of high school. It's literally what I always told you. I was like, Michael is like a fill-in little brother because I never had any little siblings. That's what I always told people.
And like whenever I talk about you to other people, it's nothing but good things.
Right.
Like, there's not a time in my life that I've been with you and I've had a bad experience. There have been like weird coincidences that have happened.
Yeah.
But nothing like super bad to the point where I'm like, well, that Alex Dixon guy, can't stand him.
Yeah.
The entire likes of me. But, like all of my memories with you have been good.
Right.
Like us hanging out at the Apollo pool. That's just one of the quintessential memories that I have with you. Like
Really?
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is back in like daycare.
Yeah,
time?
this is back in daycare times. Like whenever I think Alex Dixon, I think just me and my friend hanging out at the pool.
Really?
Yeah. That's like my go-to. But
I feel like that was long enough ago that I don't remember.
you don't remember that?
No, because just daycare was so long ago. Like, not to be sad, but I have genuinely repressed most of elementary school.
Really?
I did not have a good experience for that. But
I mean, I didn't have a real good elementary school experience either.
but
So I was bullied.
yeah,
And
exactly.
picked on. Teachers picked on me too, which was pretty cool. Like I got my first suspension because I stepped on the back of some girl's heel and she told the teacher I punched her in the face, and then the teacher just believed her, and I got a suspension. And so I don't know. Just growing up in that, it wasn't really a good time.
Yeah.
But having a friend to rely on and pay for your college tuition and always come out to your house and feed you candy canes whenever you're feeling sick. That's what a true friend
Hey,
does.
what was that middle one?
What? What?
Fiji candy cane?
Yeah, feed you candy canes. Oh, man. Yeah, but I can think about us sitting at daycare
You know
playing
what
Pokemon cards.
That's exactly,
Yeah.
like, not gonna lie. When you said that's what you remembered, I was like, no, my memory is playing like Pokemon with everyone.
Yeah.
Because that's what we did all the time at daycare, was just
Exactly.
play Pokemon.
Yeah.
But I think the best way to like understand our real world relationship is the fact that there are times where I'm going to do something with Katrina's family, okay? And Katrina and I have been together for years and years and years, okay? And my parents still don't like fully understand that relationship, okay? The relationship of me with her family. But whenever I was going to your graduation a couple weeks ago, literally my mom asked me beforehand, she goes, so you're going to graduation for Michael, right?
Aw.
Like, so that's just like the understanding my parents have
Yeah.
of the fact that like how close we are.
Yeah. We got a good steady relationship going on.
Exactly. We've been going steady for a while.
Yeah. And it'll take a while before we have like a full-fledged divorce.
Right.
Which
But don't worry. It'll happen.
it'll happen eventually. Remember that anti-Semitic episode that we did? Imagine that, but forever.
How did we get up here?
How did we get here?
Remember that was supposed to be the name of our podcast? Remember we were going to have a podcast?
I remember that. Good times. I can't remember if I was in the middle of ending an episode.
Probably.
Alright. See ya.